So what happened is when you said you had trained him before with the beeper, like anytime that he did something, you would beep. At the beginning it'll work, right? And then towards the end it didn't work anymore. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when, for example, him barking and him growling or just like barking at anything that goes by, he loves that. He's enjoying that, right? Right? And so the beeping he didn't like. He was like, what is that? Especially if it's right up his ear. So he would stop. He would like literally be like, and stop, right? Except what happens when you have something that you don't like and then something that you really like, right? Something that you kind of don't really worry about, and something that you're like, whoa, up here. You don't care about this.
No.
You're going to run for this, right? And so after a while, he's like, man, I don't care about that. That don't do nothing to me. I'm going to go run that. So now the punishment has to be up here or more. So where he cannot.
Yeah, she was at 6 and 7, and I ended up going all the way to 11, and I stopped. I said, no, I'm not
this ain't working. It's not, and it's not going to work because you need whatever he desires to be as strong as the correction that you give him, right? Or higher. Where next time that happens, he goes and he's like, last time I did that, I didn't like that correction. So I'm just not going to do it because I didn't like what she did last time, right? So then same thing might happen with the spray bottle, where he might not, because it worked for us the first few times, right? But it might be the same thing. I don't care about the little spray bottle. That don't do nothing to me. I'm going to bark, right? So if that happens, just put the prong collar on, watch him around, and if he's like, arr! That's why the prong collar is such a powerful tool. It's uncomfortable. You don't want nothing go because you did something wrong. It's not hurting them, but if they don't like it, it's uncomfortable, right? So if he were to be immune to the spray bottle, and I know that you didn't like the prong collar from the beginning. I mean, I wouldn't like it either. When I first thought about it, I was like, nah, I don't want that. That hurts. But I have seen it day in and day out. It works.
I saw it. It works.
It works.
So what did I do wrong?
Yeah, it works, and it doesn't hurt him. You're communicating with him, right? So if that were to ever happen where the spray bottle doesn't work anymore, we can transition into putting the prong collar on, watching him, but you really have to be watching what he's doing, who's coming, everything like that. It's annoying at first, but once you get 1 or 2 good corrections, I'm talking about good. He ain't gonna do it again. He's like, you know what? I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I'm not gonna do that ever again because mom did not like what I did, right? So that's exactly what we have to do.
That practice.
And
Thank
so
you so much for coming over
no
and
problem.
Because I thought I did something wrong.
No, you did everything right, and he chose to do something wrong. He chose to avoid, and that's what gives him that, like, oh, I love this. Like, I'm gonna bark and I'm gonna yell, and mom's not gonna like it, but you know what? Then she's gonna give me kisses. I don't care. They're smart. They are so smart.
Maybe I need the prong.
You know what it is sometimes?
Like, where are you going? Don't give him no kisses.
Let me tell you what happens sometimes. That we humans look at our little baby puppies and our little puppies and pets like they're humans, right? Oh, you're cold. Oh, you're hot. Oh, you're hungry. It's like, yes, we love them and they're our babies, but they are still a dog. We need to treat them like a dog, because if you treat them like a baby, they will act out. If you don't correct them the way they should be corrected as a dog, they're going to act out.
I'm tired now.
Yep. And so, and so now my question is, what would you prefer? Would you prefer a life with major going out in public, on walks, to the park, on airplanes, on public transportation, or would you prefer never, ever, ever correcting him, never putting his prong collar, and only staying at home and having to block his little chair area against the window because he's out of control? Which one of those do you want?
Yeah, you're right.
You want him to live a happy, long life with you by your side at all times. And he's supposed to be an ESA. He can't be acting out like that.
No.
He can't. And so for his happiness and success,
my anxiety went up the sky.
Yeah.
My anger went up the sky.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the world?
That's understandable.
And even you saw me when I came over, I was angry.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's understandable. But that's exactly why we do these follow-ups, and we talk about what happened over the weekend or a few days, and we let them settle in for a day or two, up to even 3 weeks, 3 days, and sometimes even a week.
Yeah.
Because sometimes these dogs end up having like getting into heat cycles while they're with us, and it's like, yeah, that affects their training too.
Yeah, okay.
And so they need to come back and relax and come back to their regular routine, and then they start acting out, then they start testing you.
Okay.
But when they test you, you have to be firm in your corrections so that they don't do it again.
Oh, that's what it was. He was at the porch. I was cleaning the garage. He was in the porch. You know, I put rails, right? So he was at the porch. He was fine. He was calm. You know, maybe one car went by, maybe a person went by, but then it kind of like got irritated to him. So then he started doing the same routine, like, rah, 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 rah. And I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, you know, I'm thinking to myself, what's the difference between you at the window and you at the porch? I said, you still don't bark at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I did what you said. I was like, nope. And then I grabbed the spray bottle and I was like, the next one he's gonna get sprayed. So he's like, and I said, I sprayed. And I was like, no, you know.
So remember to say nope first and then spray, or nope first and then the leash pop.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Right, but he had no leash. He was just loose at, at the front porch.
Mm-hmm.
So then he realized, okay, you know what, I'm tired of getting wet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so he'd be like this.
But yeah, if we have to pivot the correction, we will.
Yes.
Because if he's going to enjoy,
time.
But he's doing good. He's doing really good overall. He's a good baby.
He's
had a lot of training.
People.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'll see you tomorrow at 4, okay? Bye, little man.
Okay, say bye-bye.
All right, bye, Lou. See you tomorrow. Yeah, no problem. Have a good one. Okay.